Hi guys, hello and welcome to Paddling and Pedaling Florida Adventures. Hey, today is old camera day. I have several of the newer cameras, I mean a lot of them. And that's like the Insta360 X3, which now has an X4 out there. My 1RS, which is a 360 camera. But then I used to have, and I still have, the GoPro 360 Max. Now for my action camera, I'm using the DJI Action 4. Now that one is in my placings of great cameras in number 3. First place is definitely the Insta360 Ace Pro. Second place is, watch it bird, my second place camera is the GoPro 11. And then it's kind of a toss up between the Action 4 and the GoPro 10. So it's kind of up and down, doesn't matter which one. Then I have the worst one on my collection, which is the Insta360 Go 2. And that's what you're seeing up front. And it has some good features, but it has some really bad ones too. In fact, I don't even know if it's recording right now. I hope it is, but I'm not sure. So anyway, what we're gonna do this morning is kind of do a review of my high voltage, see where I'm at with that. The high voltage is a excellent e-bike that is from a US-based company called High Voltage E-Bikes. Now I've got 711 miles on it, and I've done a few accessory changes, but I did have a warranty issue. Now the High Voltage E-Bike company based out of Tampa Bay or Clearwater, they put a 2-year warranty on all their e-bikes, including battery. Now I've never heard of that before. Now I did have a warranty issue and it was soon after I bought it, and it was a bad crank sensor. I took it in there, they took it, saw the problem, and they said, okay, it's a bad crank sensor. They loaded it into a truck, took it up to their main substation or their main office, and went ahead and put a new sensor in it. And then they actually put a new controller in it just to be on the safe side. And I haven't had any problem with that since. Now since then, I've also put on a 56 tooth crank gear. And I put on Sandmine street tires, or Sandstorm, my bad. I put on Sandstorm street tires, two-tone brown and black grips, a Cloud9 brown seat. I did have to take off my suspension seat post because it set me up too high being vertically challenged. Then I changed out the handlebars to mustache bars because my arms go numb with the straight bar system, and that works really good. And then I added all my accoutrements from my T42, my G-Force T42. And I took those items and then transferred them over to this bike, and that has all my camera mounts and all that kind of stuff like that. So it's really kind of cool. So anyway, we're going to keep on trucking on here, and we'll be back a little bit later. We'll chat with you in a bit. Also, one of the other modifications I made, guys, is to the pedals. I went ahead and put a set of quick release pedals on the bike, and what that does is it assists the folding. If you use a tote system, it gives you about 5 inches more to play with in a tote, and that's really important because some of them totes get really tight, and if you ever tried to load one of these things into a tote, it can be a pain in the butt. So I did that, and the funny thing is, since I put those quick releases on, I haven't taken the bike anywhere, so I haven't tested it yet. That's kind of crazy. But anyway, I know it'll work. I did the math on it. The connections are 1 inch, so there's 2 inches difference on that. And then the pedals, when folded, is 5 inches. So you gain 3 in the tote. And 3 inches in the tote will keep you from hanging it up. That's quite a bit, actually. So anyway, that was another mod I did to the high voltage e-bike. And hey, we'll be back in a bit. Hi guys, what we're doing now is we're up on my park. This is kind of a repetitious ride that I do all the time, and it's actually pretty good. It goes about 12 to 15 miles, which is great. But what I do is, this is where I do all of my testing. Now, I just recently did a video on this helmet, and it fits good. The goggles are magnetic and they come off and all that kind of thing. The problem is they have the flashing light is built into the rear crank adjustment. I can't get it to clear the outline of the helmet, so it kind of makes that light worthless. But that's how you find this stuff out. Now, I still like the helmet. The helmet is comfortable. I like the removable magnetic goggles and all that kind of thing, so it's pretty cool. Now, back to this bike, and this is the Spark. This is the high voltage Spark. Now, in the original video, I said it was a 750 hub motor. I was wrong. It was a 500 watt motor, and which is more than ample for Florida roads. But if you have hills in your area, then I'd recommend a 750 hub. But I don't have any of those. Now, the Vitalin e-bike and my T42 that I have at home, those are both 750 hubs. Now, the Vitalin is a U7, really an excellent bike. And the Spark, which is the one I'm on right now from high voltage, performs identically the same as the U7, equipment-wise, both hydraulic brakes, all that kind of thing. And I've got no complaints with the high voltage, except I thought it was a 750 hub motor, and it wasn't. It's a 500, but that's okay. I found out there is really not that much difference unless you're climbing hills, and then that's when you feel the difference. But other than that, with me having pretty much flat ground here in Florida, there's not many hills pretty much anywhere. Just a little bit of a recommendation here, guys. If you have hills in your area, get a 750 hub motor. And if you don't have hills, a 500 hub motor will do great. Now, I've taken this bike, remember, I changed out the tires to street tires. And I thought that may have been a mistake going off-road, and as long as you're not hitting some, what we call sugar sand here, you'll be fine. But anyway, so the synopsis on the high voltage e-bike is actually a good one. It's a great bike. Again, only a 500 watt motor, but I don't see really any difference. Top end speed is right around 26, 27. It comes pre-programmed the way it is, so you don't have to change nothing up. Hey guys, we have just stopped up here at Starbucks, and I'm actually recording on the Go 2 right now, and it's really, really cool. It's lots of fun camera, but I can't depend on it. That's the problem. It's little tiny. It's got a magnetic pendant that I click the camera on, and it hides the camera and all that kind of thing. And that's really cool, but I can't depend on it. When it's out of its little case, it'll shut off on its own, and it really aggravates the heck out of me. And plus it has a no card, so it only has, you have to buy the one with 64 gigabyte memory if you're using the Go 2. Well, I'm about ready to wrap this up, guys. Let me give you a quick synopsis of what I was trying to accomplish today. I'm using all cameras that I have not used almost a year. And the problem with that is the updates get all kind of crazy and all the batteries were dead. And so I spent half a day yesterday, actually more than half a day, charging all the batteries for the GoPro Max 360 or 360 Max, the Action 4 by DJI, and the Insta360 Go 2, which is on the pendant right now. Now I'm recording off the Go 3 and I'm recording off the Action 4. I'm not recording on the Max 360 because this part of the ride is very boring for viewers. It's not for me. I enjoy this ride every day that I do it because it's just exercise. So anyway, guys, hey, we're gonna get out of here. I hope you enjoyed this video and we will see you on the next one.